What is going on, everybody? ZyoniK here, and in today's video, we are going to check out my first battles with Donphan, as Donphan with Season 10 got the charge move of Body Slam. Now, you guys can run Donphan in one of two ways, basically. You can either run it with Counter as a fast move, or Charm, depending on what your team needs or how you want to play with Donphan. Me, personally, I'm going to go with Counter, Body Slam, and Earthquake. We also have Golbat there, and Ninetales with Solar Beam, so look forward to maybe some boom in this video. Hope you guys enjoy this team and these battles. Let's go ahead and get right into it. All right, getting into the first battle here, we have Donphan on the lead versus Sylveon. So this is actually a very bad matchup. I'm going to go ahead and swap into the Ninetales right here, start getting ahead on energy, and ladies and gentlemen, battlers of all ages, we got a Whiscash that swapped in. What's great about Ninetales is you can survive one Mud Bomb, so we're going to go ahead and no shield right here, and then we're just going to try our best to get to the Solar Beam, and we do get to it in time. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the first official boom of Season 10. Boom! One-shots the Whiscash right there, so things are looking very, very good. Sylveon decides to come back in, and we have successfully flipped the mid-game in order to align Golbat to Sylveon right here. So we're going to go ahead and shield. Sylveon does have access to Psyshock, which will do super effective damage. So we're going to go ahead and stop that right there and then go for a Poison Fang after overloading a bit on energy. I don't know how much damage this is actually going to do, but it's going to be super effective damage, so we'll have to see. And it does land, which is beautiful, and we're going to go ahead and farm down. So things are looking very, very good. Their final Pokemon, it's going to be a Wigglytuff. So they went for a double charm team. So we were able to Solar Beam the Whiscash and let Golbat absolutely sweep this team right here. So that is going to be a good game, very well played to my opponent. Great way to start the season with a Solar Beam boom. All right. Moving into this next one, we have Donphan on the lead versus Alolan Marowak. I don't like this matchup on the lead, so I'm going to go ahead, or actually, no, they go ahead and swap. I was going to swap, but they went ahead and did it for me, which is fine. I'll take Donphan right here versus the Greedent. Now, one thing I do want to state, Donphan's attack animation is so beautiful. I am obsessed with how cool this attack animation is. We're going to go ahead and go for Body Slam right here. This does neutral damage, and we're looking to try to take this mid game if we can with energy. So I'm going to go ahead and give up shields right here, as having access to Earthquake will do super effective damage to the Alolan Marowak that might just come back in. So we're going to go ahead, double shield here, and commit to the farm down, as they only have one shield left, and they shouldn't be able to get to another charge move before I counter them down. So we're looking very good. Let's see what decides to come back in. It is going to be Alolan Marowak. We're going to go ahead and go right for the Earthquake right here. Land it or get that final shield. Ladies and gentlemen, boom number 2. Boom! One shots the Alolan Marowak, and there is a Lapras in the back. So we're going to go ahead and throw this Body Slam right here. Lapras can do a lot of damage to our back line, but we're just going to go ahead and swap into the Ninetales, as we can do neutral damage here with Weather Balls and Fire Spin. Even though we are unshielded now, we are still looking okay, as Surf does not one-shot us, so we should be able to get to this Weather Ball, and we might just be able to get to a second one in time, as Ninetales gains energy very quickly with Fire Spin, which is why I love to use it in some of these unique cups. We are able to get to the Weather Ball there on CMP tie and win because we have higher attack, and that is going to be taking out the Lapras, so that is going to be a good... Oh, actually, no, they got to the Surf, but Donphan now can come in and counter down, and that is going to be a good game, very well played. We'll go ahead and bring in the Donphan right there, and that is going to be a good game. So 2 booms in a row right here. Let's see if we can make it 3. Moving into this next battle, we got Donphan on the lead versus Whiscash. Okay, I like this lead right here. Donphan does a lot of neutral damage. Body Slams really start to add up, and as you guys can see, we are putting in a lot of work. Now, this Whiscash did not build up to Blizzard, so I'm going to go ahead and let this charge move go through, and it is, in fact, just going to be Mud Bomb. Still does a decent amount of neutral damage right here, but counters really start to add up, especially if we go into the 1 or 2 shields on both sides. So we're going to go ahead and just throw this Body Slam. It goes unshielded, which is fine. I'm going to go ahead and go for another one, try to force them to get a shield, because I might just be able to farm down if they do. Let's see what happens. They decided to no shield it, but they did get off a Mud Bomb right here, so I believe I decided to no shield it as well. This is going to be risky, but you can't get the biscuit unless you risk it, right? we're going to go ahead and counter down, and we do see a Politoed now come in. So obviously you want to keep this thing away from our Ninetales, so we got to bring in the Golbat into this matchup, and we're just going to let this first charge move go through. It's likely just going to be the Weather Ball for neutral damage. Now for Golbat right here, a lot of people would just assume we go for Poison Fang in the 2 shield, as it's the sensible play to do. So you typically would probably no shield the first Poison Fang, but I'm going to go ahead and play some mind games right here with my opponent, and I'm going to go for Shadow Ball right away, making them think they're safe, they're comfortable. Ladies and gentlemen, they are not safe, nor are they comfortable. We landed the Shadow Ball, so things are looking very, very good. We're going to go ahead, and I believe I decide to no shield this. We're going to come in now with the Ninetales, and they decide to bring in Drapion. So as long as they don't have Aqua Tail, we're looking okay. I'm going to go ahead and let this first one go. If it's Crunch, which it is, it only does neutral damage, and I don't want to shield one that... How do I say this? Crunch can have a chance to apply a debuff, so I want to shield the later ones, as they won't be able to farm me down with Poison Fangs, or Poison Stings in time. So we're just going to go ahead and throw another Weather Ball right here. This is going to get that final shield from the Drapion, but they actually decided to let it go, which is perfectly fine by me. I will go ahead and shield this next one, and now it's going to be a race to see if I can commit to the farm down. Their Switch Clock is coming back up as well. We did get our defense dropped, and we were in fact able to farm down. So now we need to get to 2 Weather Balls in order to close this game out. Here comes the first one. This is going to be getting that final shield from the Politoed, and one more Fire Spin should be enough to get to the second Weather Ball, and we do get to it in time, so that is going to be a good game, very well played. So Ninetales putting in a lot of work right there to close that game out for us. So GG's, very well played to my opponent. All right, moving into the next one, we have Donphan on the lead versus Jirachi. Okay, I actually don't like this lead in a fresh fight. I would love to come back into it with some energy. Now, we do draw out a Pidgeot right here, which is perfectly fine, as we can do a lot of neutral damage with Weather Balls. And we're also going to go ahead and commit to basically no shielding potential Brave Birds, as I think they might actually just be Feather Dances. We do get in another Weather Ball right there before they applied the Feather Dance debuff, which is huge for us because we do get a shield. So things are actually looking very good. As you guys can see, I wanted to have the matchup of Donphan versus Jirachi with energy and shield advantage, which is what I'm looking to get right here. And they decided to undercharge the Feather Dance, which means I will be able to get to a third Weather Ball right here, which does take out the Pidgeot. So we're actually able to take Switch as well. I mean, we do see Jirachi come back in, which is fine. I will come in now with Donphan right here. As Body Slam and counter, we'll do a decent amount of damage here. Even though Body Slam is resisted because of the Steel type, we have shield advantage, which is what I wanted in this matchup. Now we do shield the Doom Desire, and we will see them swap into a Shadow Granbull, which means Golbat right here is looking very good for us. We're going to go ahead and go for the Poison Fang. So this should be taking out the Granbull or getting the final shield, and they do decide to let it go, so that's fine. Now, the Jirachi here can farm us down, but not before I get to a Poison Fang right here. I was hoping to get to Shadow Ball, but that's okay. We weren't able to get to it, so that means Poison Fang will be applying the debuff, which is great because now Body Slam should one-shot, and I have 2 locked and loaded plus a shield. So we're looking very good. We're going to go ahead and throw the first Body Slam right here. This gets the shield now from Jirachi. Now, it was a CMP tie, so we're going to go ahead and shield ourselves, and now we can throw our second Body Slam, which then really helps us out in order to take this victory along with the Poison Fang debuff there. So Body Slam right here should do enough resisted damage to take it out, and that is going to be a good battle, very well played to my opponent. All right, moving into the next one, we have Donphan on the lead versus Snorlax. All right, so a pretty positive lead right here. Let's see how they decide to play it. They're deciding to stay in, which is fine by me. I'm just going to go ahead and go for a Body Slam right away. I want to put some pressure right away. I know I could potentially build up to Earthquake, but honestly, I just want to start sending the Body Slam spams here versus Snorlax. Now, they're going to go ahead and throw a charge move. I'm going to shield just in case it is a superpower, as I do expect them to swap out at some point. But it was just a Body Slam, and we do see the swap out now into Shadow Gyarados. So this is not good. We're going to go ahead and throw the Body Slam. Hopefully this lands, but no, it got a shield. We got to go into Golbat. No, this is our only answer to a Shadow Gyarados, and honestly, it's not really an answer because the Shadow Gyarados right here with Waterfall basically shreds our whole team. Poison Fang gets the second shield, so I'm hoping I can get to another one in time, but I don't think I'm actually going to be able to get to it. I'm going to shield anyways, and let's see if I can get to the Poison Fang in time. Please? No, we don't get to it in time. So Shadow Gyarados able to flip the mid game right there. And this thing is primed to just sweep my team. But things are not over. Donphan can get to Body Slam relatively quickly, so let's see if we can pull this off. We're going to go into the Donphan right here. Come on, buddy, get to the Body Slam. They decide to swap into Snorlax, so I decide to go for Body Slam and undercharge it right here. Why am I undercharging it? I want Snorlax to live. I'm going to go into the Ninetales now and farm down. I should have a Weather Ball once I farm this thing down. And if Gyarados comes back in, we can take it out with Weather Ball because of just how much damage it's going to do. Even though it is resisted, it's a Gyarados that is Shadow in the Great League. So this is going to do enough resisted damage. And sure enough, they brought it in, which means they might just be weak to Ninetales in the back. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a Ferrothorn in the back. That is going to be a good game. Very well played. We are able to get to the Weather Ball in time. And because of that Steel Grass typing there on the Ferrothorn, it's going to boom it. Boom! Almost boom. But good game to my opponent. I was definitely had my back against the wall right there with Gyarados. All right, moving to the next one. We got Donphan versus Drapion here on the lead. Pretty positive lead for us as we can really threaten their health with Earthquake. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to build up to the Earthquake and then throw Body Slam. We're also going to let this first charge move go through, and it is going to be a crunch, which is fine by me. I'm going to go ahead and now go for Body Slam once I get to the Earthquake. This again does neutral damage. They might want to shield the potential Earthquake right here, and it's going to land, which is unfortunate. But we can go ahead and go for another one. So either way, we're taking out this Drapion on lead or getting a shield, and we do take it out, which is beautiful. Let's see what decides to come in. It is going to be a Whiscash right here. All right, so we're obviously going to stay in this matchup. We're going to go ahead and go for Body Slam. I can't swap out into Ninetales, and I don't want to lock my Golbat, which is basically the only answer to Whiscash right here. I don't want to switch lock it against whatever could be in the back. If I can just keep throwing Body Slams, I will, but I'm going to go ahead and let the charge move go through as Whiscash is now low enough where I'm comfortable bringing in Golbat into this matchup because I can just basically go for Poison Fangs from this range. So I'm going to go ahead and go for the Poison Fang right away. This is going to be resistant and Whiscash can survive, but my opponent decides to shield, which is a blessing to me. I'm going to go ahead and shield as well. I wasn't tracking how much energy they had, and I obviously don't want to get hit with a Blizzard, but it is just going to be a Mud Bomb right there, and we can fully commit to the farm down right here. I think I go ahead and shield again, not counting, but I was very concerned about the amount of energy they might have overstored there, and they did have a bit. As you guys can see, this is multiple Mud Bombs being thrown out, which is fine. Thankfully, it wasn't a Blizzard, and we should be able to farm down now so I can have loaded energy versus whatever's in the back. We have a Shadow Ball, we have a Poison Fang ready to go, and it's going to be a Trevenant. So that is going to be a good game, very well played to my opponent, as I can go for a Poison Fang right here, gets shielded, and then I should be able to get to a Shadow Ball in time, but I actually decide to go for another Poison Fang, just because, I guess. I should have gone for the Shadow Ball, I guess. But that's going to be a good game anyways. We still have Ninetales in the back. So they're going to go ahead and throw Shadow Ball here to take me out. Obviously, Seed Bomb would not. And then Ninetales can come in and Fire Spin down, and that is going to be a good game to my opponent. So, really fun games today with this team. I hope you guys enjoyed Donphan. If you guys haven't tried it already, it's definitely a lot of fun, unique coverage, and I think it does great in the Remix Cup. You definitely just need answers to fairies in the back because Charm can really shred through it. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.